Hi friends, good morning. So in our today's session, we are going to see what is S3. Okay, next S3 storage classes. Friends, already we have done practicals. So why I am explaining theory after practicals is you already visually you have seen something, right? So how to create S3, how S3 will look like, what are the different storage classes we have in S3. All those things practically I have already shown you. Now we are going to see when to use which storage class, what exactly S3, how much data we can store, what type of data we can store on S3, what are the limitations, what are the advantages of S3, all those things we are going to see as part of today's session. So finally, we have a S3 storage pricing model. So if you use storage classes, as I said, we have a different storage classes. If you use storage class A, what is the price? Storage class B, what is the cost? So those things we are going to see, friends. Okay. So these three we are going to cover for today's session. So if you come to what is S3, friends, so S3 is basically one of the first service that has been produced by the AWS. It's basically a storage S3. We have a S3 is nothing but I already explained you, friends. Three S's. First S means simple, second S means storage, third S means system or service. Simple storage system or simple storage service you can call, friends. Okay, S3 is one of the first service that has been produced by the AWS. So if you create S3 storage, that will create a something called bucket. Okay, bucket, something it will look like this. So in this bucket, you can store unlimited amount of data. So when you are seeing image, you will think that there is a limit, but there won't be any limit. You can store unlimited amount of data in this. Okay, but there is a small limitation, friends. The limitation is when you are uploading any file, the file size should not exceed 5 terabytes. But we know we are not going to keep we are not going to keep 5 terabytes of data in one file. Okay, we are going to split this data into multiple files anyhow. But AWS people are saying if you want to store one file in S3, that file should not have a more than 5 TB size. Okay, you should have a file size from 0 to 5 terabytes, friends. Okay, but such type of files you can store as many as you want. There is no limit on size. Okay, that is the main advantage. Next thing we also have seen, when you are creating S3 storage, okay, when we are creating S3 bucket, so the advantage we have seen is there is a unique namespace, right? So if somebody else says used this name, you should not use the same name already. Okay, if somebody already used the name for the storage, same name you cannot use here, friends. Okay, so first thing is storage name should be unique. Second thing is unlimited storage. Third one is single object, meaning single file size should be 0 to 5 terabytes. Okay, these three things are the very important points that you need to keep in mind, friends. Okay, now S3 stands for simple storage service. So as I said, so simple storage service, you can also call it as a simple storage system. Now S3 provides developers and IT teams with secure, durable, highly scalable object storage. Every file is object. So here we are saying it may be object is nothing but it can be a file, it can be audio, it can be image, it can be anything. Okay, so all those things you can store it in the S3. So here the point is it's a secure. How it is secure? Because you have something called encryptions. You have server side encryption and client side encryption, keys maintained by the AWS team, keys maintained by us. I also showed you encryption things. By using those encryption, you can secure your data, secure your bucket. Durable. So durable basically it's nothing but a losing data percentage. The losing data percentage is very minimal. Suppose I have uploaded a one file, losing this file is very minimal. Okay, that is, so in fraction, friends, 99.999999% you are not going to lose any data which you have uploaded in the S3, because they are going to maintain this data copies in a multiple availability zones. We have talked about what is availability zone. Yes, they are going to maintain this data in a multiple copies in different availability zone. If entire availability zone is unavailable, you will have another availability zone which has the same copy, so same data. So that's how you will get the high durability. So data you are not going to lose at any time, friends. Next, if you come to S3 is a safe place to store the files. Okay, it is object based storage. As I already explained you, object, it's nothing but it can be image, it can be Word, it can be PDF, it can be video, audio, it can be anything. Next, the file which are stored in S3 can be from 0 bytes to 5 terabytes, but a single file size should not exceed 5 terabytes, friends. Single file size should not exceed more than 5 terabytes. But such type of files you can store as many as you want, because there is no storage limit on the S3. Come to next point. It has the unlimited storage, means that you can store the data as much as you want. You don't have any limitation on this. Okay. Next, files are stored in a bucket. Bucket is like a folder available in S3 that stores the files. Okay, so we already have seen how to create S3 bucket, and inside that how you can create folders and how you can upload the data. Right. Next, S3 is a universal namespace. The names must be unique globally. So this is also we have talked about. If somebody else is used this name, same name, you cannot use it, friends. Next, if you come to here, it is easy to use with a simple web service interface to store and retrieve any amount of data from anywhere on the web. You no need to write any coding. Simply from the web console, you can upload the data, you can download the data, you can set the permissions, everything you are going to do it from the web service interface, that is from the console, friends. Okay, fine. Now we will see how S3 bucket URL structure. So S3 bucket URL structure will look like something like this, friends. Suppose I have created a S3 bucket on East US. You have to say s3-eastus.amazon.aws.com and / you have to use the bucket name here. Okay, so that's how you are going to form the S3 bucket URL, friends. Next example, let's say here, if you see S3 bucket I have created on East US West-1. So this is the one of the region. Here I have created my bucket. In this region, I have a bucket called Cloudpandith. Okay, so in this bucket, you want to access particular folder, then give / folder name / file name. So if you have a subfolders and files, then you just have to put / and you keep adding the root folders and subfolders and files. Okay, so this is how you are going to form the URL for your S3 bucket. Next, if you come here, when you upload file to S3 bucket, you will receive a HTTP 200 code if the upload was successful. If you are able to upload the file successfully, then it will give the response saying that file has been uploaded successfully, and it will return the code HTTP 200. This you can able to see if you right click on the web page and inspect that web page, you can able to see the response. Okay, that we have not seen, that I will show you, friends. Okay, so this is all about your S3 bucket. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, so this is the introduction to your S3 bucket, friends. Is it clear to all of you, friends? So these are the few points that you need to remember. Okay, what are those? So these are the things, friends. As we already discussed, S3 is a unlimited storage. Second point is it can store a single file which has a 0 to 5 terabytes, up to 5 terabytes file, single file which has a size 5 terabytes you can upload. Such type of file, as many as you want, you can upload. So it's a unique namespace, friends. So basically, if somebody else is taken this name, you should not use the same name. Okay, so these are the points that you need to remember with respect to S3 introduction.